Good morning everyone. So today we are going to perform the second experiment, that is demonstrate the process of TDM and reconstruct the original signal from it. Means you have to go for time division multiplexing and again you have to go for time division demultiplexing. So these are the two basic objectives of the experiment. First you have to demonstrate the multiplexing in time domain. Again you have to recover the original signal from the sampled signal or TDM signal. So if we move to the block diagram, you can see that we are taking two message signals here. Minimum two message signals required to perform the TDM experiment. So we are taking two message signals and we have to multiply the message signal with train of pulses so that we will be getting the samples. So if you see the message signal 1 is multiplied with a train of pulse 1 and you are getting the sample 1. Again the message signal 2, that is also multiplied with pulse train 2 so that we are getting sample 2. So now we are getting two samples, sample 1 and sample 2. Then simply we are adding these two samples so that we are getting the TDM signal. And in TDM signal, if you see, there is no overlapping between the two samples. And you have to clarify here why there is no overlapping between two samples here, and that will be a question for you. And again I am telling you, you have to also see here what is the difference between these two train of pulses. That is the important parameter here. Then we'll switch to the receiver section. And if you see the receiver, how we are getting back the original signal? We are getting back original signal by multiplying this TDM signal with train of pulses 1 so that we are getting the sample 1. Again we are multiplying the same TDM signal with the train of pulse 2 so that we are getting the sample 2. And what is this train of pulse 1 and 2? These are the same train of pulses that are being used in time division multiplexing to generate the sample. Now if you see, I now got back the sample 1 and sample 2 from the TDM signal. So after getting the samples, you already know how to recover these samples or how to reconstruct this sample using a circuit. And which circuit you have to use, that already you have completed in the previous experiment. Simply you have to use a low pass filter so that from the samples you can reconstruct the original signal 1. So in the same way again you have to use another low pass filter so that from this sample 2 you can reconstruct the message signal 2 or FT2. Clear? So now we'll move to the Emona experiment trainer. Now if you see, this is the tutor trim trainer in software version. So first what we have to do, first we need two message signals. Clear? So for that what we need to generate two audio oscillators. So I am generating audio oscillator 1. One thing I am removing this, I will start from the beginning. So here I am putting the audio oscillator 1. This will give you the message 1. Again I am using another audio oscillator which will give you message 2. So here you can take a message signal of 1 kilohertz and 2 kilohertz respectively. So how will change the frequency? Simply by varying the knob here. So if you see, when I am varying this one, if you see the upper point here you are getting the frequency. So you adjust properly so that you can get a 1 kilohertz signal here. So in the same way we will go for the second signal. Suppose I will go for 2 kilohertz. Clear? So now I will be connecting this signal output to channel A of DSO and this second signal to channel B of DSO. So now if you see, now I am able to generate two message signals having different frequencies. The frequency is given 1.2 kilohertz and 2.2 kilohertz here. So you can adjust as per your requirement. So I am making it volts per division 2 so that it will be much clear. So then what I have to do, I have to multiply these two signal with train of pulses so that I will be getting the samples. So what I have to do, in order to generate the train of pulses, first I need a block, that is your twin pulse generator. So it will be generating two train of pulses if you are giving it to a clock. So now what I am doing, I am giving a 8.3 sample clock to the input of the twin pulse generator. Clear? So from here I will be getting a train of pulse, and also from Q1 I will be getting a train of pulse. So now what I am doing, I am just disconnecting the message 1 and message 2. So I am connecting Q2 train of pulses to channel A and Q1 train of pulses to channel B. So here I can provide the delay by using the delay switch. There will be a delay between two pulses. Now if you see here, this is the delay. I can change the delay here. That will be a delay between two train of pulses. Again, if I am varying the width of the train of pulses will also change. So as per the requirement, you have to set the width and delay. Clear? So now I got two message signal and two train of pulses. So my next task is that I have to go for sampling. So for sampling, what I need two multipliers. Clear? So now I will be generating multiplier 1, and again I will be generating multiplier 2. Two same multiplier I am generating here. So what I have to do, I have to connect the message 1 to the multiplier 1 input, that is X. Again train of pulse 1 to Y. So if you see here, I will be getting the sample 1. I am just showing you. First I will be disconnecting the train of pulses. So first I will be connecting the output of the multiplier to channel A. So if you see, I am getting a sample signal here. In the same manner, I will be connecting message to the multiplier 2. Again 10 of pulses 2 to multiplier 2. So here this KXY will give you the sample 2. Now you can see that I have generated sample 1 and sample 2. So after that, what I have to do, I have to go for TDM, means I have to add these two samples. So for this region I need again one adder. So this adder section is here. So this adder has two inputs A and B, and the output will be GA and GB. Okay, so GA plus GB will be the TDM signal here. So what I have to do now, I have to connect the multiplier 1 output to A and multiplier 2 output to B. Clear? So now again I am disconnecting the sample 1 and sample 2. Now we will check the adder output. This is basically your TDM signal. So now if you see, the signal is not coming. The reason is that the adder is provided with two amplifiers. So you can vary the gain of the amplifier so that both the samples will appear in the same signal, means you will be getting the TDM signal. Clear now? Now I am getting the TDM signal, which is the addition of two sample signals. Clear now? So this is the TDM signal, and one thing you can observe here, there is no overlapping between the samples. So how I will check that sample 1 and sample 2 are present in this TDM signal? Simply by comparing this signal with the sample 1, means TDM can be compared with sample 1. How I will compare? I will see the output of multiplier A. Clear? So when I check the multiplier A output or multiplier 1 output, then you can see that the sample is resembling with the some samples of TDM signal 1. You can see here, again I am freezing it. But one thing you can find here, that there is a phase change, means this sample is present along positive section, but here in TDM the sample is inverted. So the reason is that here you are using an amplifier. In other section you are using amplifier. So you know that amplifier changes the phase of the signal into 180 degree. So that is the reason that there is a 180 degree phase reversal between the sample signal and this TDM signal. Clear? So in the same manner you can also check the sample of multiplier 2. Now if you see, the multiplexing part is over. TDM signal we are able to get at the output of the adder. So then we will go for demultiplexing. Clear? So for demultiplexing, what we need two multipliers again. Already I have explained in the block diagram. So I am taking two multipliers in the same manner. So what I have to do here, I have to multiply the TDM signal. This is your TDM signal RR output. So TDM signal will be multiplied with the train of pulses 1. So this is the train of pulse 1. So if you see, I have multiplied the TDM signal or RR output with train of pulse 1. So I will be get back my sample 1 from here. In the same manner, again from the TDM signal, I will be able to recover the sample 2. So how will recover? I have to multiply this TDM signal with train of pulse 2. This is the train of pulse 1. This is the train of pulse 2. So what I am doing, simply I am multiplying the TDM signal with train of pulse 1, and again I am multiplying the same TDM signal with train of pulse 2, so that I will be able to recover the sample 1 and sample 2, or I can separate the sample 1 and sample 2. Clear now? So I am now disconnecting these points. So now we'll check the sample 1 and sample 2 at the TDM receiver. So KXY is the sample 1, and again this KXY will be the sample 2. So now I am moving to slow mode of the switch. So now if you see, I will adjust this one to 5 volts per division. So now if you see, I am able to recover the sample 1 and sample 2. Clear now? So first we added these two samples to get the TDM signal. Again at the receiver, again we are able to separate the samples. Sample 1 and sample 2 now are separated. So then what you have to do? You have to reconstruct the sample to get the original signal, or message 1 and message 2. So for that, what you need? You need low pass filter. So for this, what we'll do? Simply you have to go for tunable low pass filter 1 and tunable low pass filter 2, because we need two message recovery circuits. So now if you see here, these are the tunable low pass filter 1 and tunable low pass filter 2. So your task is now to recover the signals or recover the samples by using the tunable low pass filter. So this is a task for you. I am not going to connect these two. So now you have to show how you can recover your message signal, or how you can reconstruct the message signal from the sample 1 and sample 2. So best of luck for your experiment. Thank you.